All right, so you're tuning into this video because you want to cheat at making a time lapse. There's plenty of properly done videos out there that show you the right way to do a time lapse. You can Google that. That's not what this is. To do a proper time lapse takes a lot of time, planning, energy, effort, and really I'm just too lazy for that. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Here's a little cheat. I shot some footage earlier today. So shot on a simple video camera, and I pulled the clip into my timeline. So you can see it here. It's really not much to it, but what I'm looking for is I'm going to scrub ahead to the end where I can see the light change there on the corner. So that's what I want. It shows just a little bit of time passing. The advantage is I set this down, I just hit record on my video. I didn't really set, I set everything up in auto. I'm not having to take individual frames on my DSLR. It says Canon Vixia video camera, and that's all it is. So what I'm going to do quickly here is I'm going to find the beginning where that light starts to peek through on the boards there on the right up here. So it's right about there. I'm going to trim this way, and then I'll find the end here where it stops. Here's a little trick here. If you use Adobe and it's dragging on you, I'm going to move that to half resolution. So that's about where it ends. So here I've got my clip now. Oh, there's a leftover of me. So we'll trim it to right there. So I've got my clip. So that's at 100% right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up like an insane amount to 5,000%. Boom. So now I've got a tiny little clip. Now right now we've got 30 frames per second, which is not necessary because I've sped it up. So I've mainly played around with this. I don't know all the math behind this. Again, this is a cheat. This is not how to learn how to do it properly. So I went to my effects. There'll be something similar in every video program called posterize time. Probably not even saying that right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove frames and make it 2 frames per second. So now it's at 2 frames. Now on most editing programs, it's not going to let you preview this. It's just like a ton of data compressed into a tiny amount of time. So what I do is I go ahead and render that out as a separate video. Let it do all the math and then bring it back in your timeline. So I don't want it to lose any quality, so I selected QuickTime and match source. You can do some Googling on the best way to save a video without losing quality. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to match the source, and then I'm going to save this out. I'm going to save it in the time-lapse cheat. Oh yeah. Save. Q. I'm using Media Encoder to save that out, and so we'll let that save. Okay, so it's like a baking show. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the oven for you so you can see it. So it's this time-lapse test. I did this earlier. So I'm going to hit play on this, and you can see there on the right, nice little bit of sun movement. So there you have it. Time-lapse cheat. You're welcome. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.